Hello guys, this is Suresh Chelwani from professorforyou.com. In today's session we will learn about what is class and ID selectors in HTML. Now ID is unique identifier, that is they are unique, which means that it can be applied to at the most one element on our HTML page. Once you have used this ID for any element, then same ID cannot be used for any another element within the same HTML page. So basically ID is used to specify style for single element. Now as an example given below, it is h1 tag has an ID attribute as cblue, and again in the second header tag, that is h2, ID specified as cblue, which is wrong, that because ID is unique, it can be used only once. Now once you define this ID in HTML page, then in CSS to apply that style, the syntax is name preceded by the hash symbol, that is hash cblue, because cblue is our ID specified in the HTML page. Now other is class selector. Now class selector is a group identifier, that is classes are not unique in nature like ID. So same class can be used on multiple elements within a same HTML page. The classes are used to specify the style for the group of elements, unlike ID, which is used to specify the style for single element. Now in example, h1 class is equal to cblue, and again in h2 we have specified the class as cblue. Now class can be same for multiple elements. You can have multiple classes for an element, whereas only one ID for an element. Now once you have defined class in a HTML page, then in CSS it is a name preceded by the full stop or a dot, that is dot cblue. Cblue is our class name. Now if you use ID and class in the same element, then ID always gets a higher priority, that is the style specified for ID selector will have the higher priority than the style specified in the class selector, right? As in example, we have seen that ID is equal to C blue, class is equal to C red, C yellow, C orange, right? So class and ID attribute are specified in H1 at the same time. So always ID will get the priority. So the style that will be applied will be according to the ID selector. Now, when you should use ID and when you should use class selector. Now ID is the best option when you are using third-party CSS. That is, you want to customize an element without making any changes in the third-party CSS. Sorry. You specify unique ID for that element and customize it, because ID will be unique in the entire HTML page. And class is the best option when two different developers or a team are working on the same part of the page, and you are not sure about the ID used by the other developer or other team, then the best way is to use the class for such group of elements. Now in conclusion, I would use more class than ID selectors, because you can do anything with the class that you can do with ID selector also, but vice versa is not possible. Okay. Now we have already seen and talked about what is HTML selector and ID. So now let us look at the practical implementation of the theory that we have learned. So what we have learned is ID are unique and class are not unique in the nature. So first let us see how to use class selector. So we'll be using simple heading tags, header tags h1, h2 and h3. So as you can see in the example, we have used h1 tag, which has a class name as cblue, and class is an identifier which has a value cblue, and there is a simple text heading 1 text, and we have closed h1 tag. Similarly, we have used h2 tag without any selector, that is a simple text adding to text. Similarly, we have used third tag, that is h3, with class selector and class name as cblue, that is same name as a h1 specified in h1 tag. Because class names are not unique in the nature, it can be applied to multiple elements in a page. So once you have specified the class selectors in HTML page, then you need to specify the styling in the CSS file. So in CSS file, you have to write the syntax as dot followed by the name of the class, that is cblue dot cblue. Then you can specify any CSS property in it. We have used color as blue, so that is color colon blue semicolon. Then we use text alignment property, that is text dash align dot center semicolon. Right? As you can see that out in the output, that the h1 text, that is heading 1 text, is displayed in the center and color is blue. Similarly, h3 text, that is heading 3 text, is also displayed in the color blue and text align center, because in both heading tags we have used class name, that is cblue. Right? So now let us see how you can use ID selector. So we will be using same example, that is h1, h2 and h3. So let us first remove all this code both in HTML and CSS file. Okay. So we will be using same example, that is h1. Now we are using ID selector, so it is ID is equal to any name. Now name here it is specified as HREAD and followed by the text that is to be displayed, that is heading text 1. Right? Similarly, h2 tag is used. Now h2 tag is used without any ID selector, so that will be simple normal text. Similarly, h3 tag is used, now which has ID as h blue, right? Now IDs cannot be same for elements in a page, so we have to specify the unique values for each of the element which uses ID selector, right? So now once you specified this ID selector in HTML page, then you need to specify the styling in the CSS file. So in CSS file, it will be hash followed by the name of the ID selector, that is hash HREAD. Then you can specify any CSS property. Now here it is color colon alignment is center, that is text dash align colon center. Similarly, we will be specifying the styling for h blue also, that is hash followed by h blue. Then any valid CSS property, color colon blue and text alignment as right. Now you can see that in the output that ID selector, which has a value as HREAD, has styling as red and text as a centered. And similarly, the HBlue ID has blue color and alignment of the text is on the right hand side, as you can see in the output. This is H red, this is H blue. Now you should note here that H read and hash symbol are there. There should be no space between this two. Hash and hash rate should be specified continuously without any spaces between. Similarly, hash no space H blue, right? So I hope you have understood what we have seen in the theory as well as what you have implemented in the practically. So thanks for the watching video. If you like this video, please subscribe to my channel and like the video, and also provide the constructing constructive comments. The comments are most valuable to us. So for more information, you can follow us on Facebook, or you can visit our site http://professorforyou.com, or you can mail us at theprofessorforyou@gmail.com. Thanks for watching the video.